Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be playing in some multi-chromes from Danessa Myricks. I picked up 7 of the Twin Flames multi-chrome pigments for face and eyes. So these are multi-use products. You don't have to just use them on your eyes, but that's what I'm doing today. As always, I will be showing you guys the swatches of the 7 that I picked up, as well as a demo on this eye look, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts. I have a few mixed opinions, but we'll get into that after the demo. First, let's get into the information. They come in 10 different shades, which you can see through the packaging, which I really like so that I know which ones I am grabbing for. They're $26, and then each of these have 2.5 mils of product, which is the same as the Natasha Denona Chromium liquid shadows. The description online reads, create one-of-a-kind multi-chromatic looks with Danessa Myricks Twin Flames multi-chrome pigment. Each high-impact liquid pigment shows the ethereal shift between two complementary shades with buildable, crease-proof, all-day-long wear. Experience the otherworldly soul connection when two colors come together to create the perfect multi-dimensional look in just one swipe. To me, the description is a little confusing because in the shade descriptions, I'm getting duochrome. In the description of the product, I'm getting multi-chrome. Then I'm also seeing this. The unique formula smoothly transitions between two complementary colors for a high-impact multi-chromatic look that shifts with movement. So I'm kind of confused if this is actually intended to be a multi-chrome pigment or if they're intended to be used together so that each one that has that flip to it can create more dimension, which is what I did on my eyes today. But it's just a little confusing. I'm not 100% sure how that goes. Maybe the actual pigments in here are multi-chrome and they will shift more. I don't know. I can tell you though, whenever I was doing the swatches, I noticed that some had a little bit more of a flip than others, and some of them truly do look just like a duochrome, not a multi-chrome. So I'm going to go ahead and get into those swatches. I was all over the house trying to find the right spot because you have to have the right lighting. You can't have too much lighting. You can't have not enough. It's just like this perfect little spot. I decided to shear them out with my finger on one swatch and then just do a full swatch of the applicator right beside it so you can see the difference in intensities. I've got to say the first 2 shades, they have the most shift. In those, I can see blue and pink and kind of like a silver, a slight yellow in that very first one. And then the second one, I see pink, gold, and peach. Now you can also see in these swatches, and if I can find another video that shows it correctly, if you shear it out, so if you take it and you actually shear it out instead of just going on with the full swipe, it looks pretty straight on. But as you turn, you can see patchiness. Like in this picture right here, not a video clip, not moving at all. When I'm looking at those first few, like the first half of the shades, where I have smoothed it out, if I'm directly on top of it, as far as like the lens goes, it looks more opaque, but then you can see through it when it has turned just a little bit. And that's just something that I noticed, but I will get into that a little bit more after I get into this demo. So let's go ahead and start that. To finish off the look, I went in with my Milk Boss liner on my top inner rim. I created a winged liner with Melt Burnished, and then I had to add on lashes because this is the second time this has happened recently where something has happened with my lashes. I got the product all in my lashes and I was trying to take a spoolie to get it out and it wasn't happening. All that was happening was just the little pull on my lashes was making my shadow kind of crack a little bit, and I didn't want that to happen, so I just threw some lashes on and called it a day. Getting into the pros and the cons, it's definitely 50-50. I like these. I don't love them. I think that you have to work a little bit more to get them to work for you. I'm going to go ahead and swatch the shades that I got on my hand and kind of explain as I go. This is a more, I love this one, especially if you shear it out. This is one of the first ones that I tested. And what I found was if I had this on my hand and then I just kind of went like this, It has like this creamy, slightly slippery kind of texture. And it's gorgeous. This one, can you see it's like gone and then it goes. But as you can see, when I take a picture of it, there are spots of just patchiness with it. So this is one that I would probably put on an eyeshadow, a cream shadow, something thin, and then use my finger and just kind of put this all over. But just trying to get these on and layering them is a little bit more difficult. Or if you just use it by itself, again, you will have a little bit of that patchiness issue, which is what I was trying to combat whenever I was doing my eye look. Then we have Soulmate. This is one that just jumped out to me right away. If you can see, look at how beautiful that is. Just one swipe. But can you see right here? Right as I get here, I can see through the swatch, but I do see the shift. This one though is it's just two. So for me, that's not a multi-chrome. Okay, do you see it more? So straight on, it's green, blue, and then you turn and it is patchy. It's patchy. So in order for that to not happen, I felt like I needed to go in straight with the applicator. But then if I do that, my eyes are very crepey looking. It just kind of shriveled them up. So it's like this battle. Do you want it to be a little thinner and look a little prettier, but be a slightly patchy, or do you want to build it up? And it's just a difficult one. The next one is Sweetheart. Show you this right. I'm going to put it right here. So you can see, look at that pigmentation, so beautiful. And this one, I really like the color shift. It's definitely only 2 again, but it's like a green and gold, like a goldish red. And I really like this one. This is one of the better performing ones as far as not losing a lot of its color. The Uniqueness Award goes to Lover. This one is my favorite because it's so pretty. This one as a smoky eye is stunning. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. Like I said, it just looks brown, right? Like I don't know, a spicy brown. And again, this is one that has a really great consistency as far as pigmentation, but it can get pretty thick. The texture is moussey. Some of them are a little thicker than the others. The darker ones like this is a little thicker, in my opinion, than the other ones. Like the very first one, Amore, it's a little lighter, a little thinner. Let me take this and blend it out. This one blended, this is just so pretty. This blends like a dream. So you go this way, it is more of a reddish brown, and then this way it's green. See that? So yeah, this one is just, it's my favorite. It is definitely my favorite, and it's so pretty. Take this one with the one that's chartreuse. I think it's Obsession, but I can't remember. I think it's Obsession. It has like a orangey, yes, this one. These two paired together, I really, really like. So instead of doing all of this, I would put this on all over. I would put probably my bronzer in the crease, pack this one on, try to thin it out a little bit to keep this consistency, because this is still thick. It's sheared out from the original, but it's still on pretty thick. And let me move this one. And once they're on your eye, they don't come off, that's for sure. See that one? So can you see that green shift in there? It's green and like this mango yellow. These two are just really unique, but both of them are definitely on the duochrome side. Crazy for You. This one is so pretty. I love the pink and gold in this. But let me take my finger and just kind of shear it out. Can you guys see that? Right here, it's patchy after I shear it out. I'm not sure if you can see that, but again, I showed you in the video clip. Overall, I don't think these are a hit or a miss. They're kind of in between. There's definitely shades that I'm going to be using more than others. Some of them I'm just not going to bother with. I'm not going to do this whole adding 3, 4, whatever. I would rather just use 1 or 2. I think that's going to be the best application. And if you put it on with the applicator and then kind of spread it around with the brush, I think that works better. I remember when I was doing this eye, the front portion I had put on with the applicator, but then I kind of went in with the brush afterwards. It's going to require a little bit of manipulating and figuring out which shades do not layer well, keeping in mind that the deeper shades are a little bit thicker than the lighter shades, and just, yeah, a whole lot of manipulating. I have to say that the Natasha Denona ones are just easier. They're easier to apply. Both of them last really well. Like I'm telling you, I could go like this. It's not coming off. It's not coming off. It's gonna stay. It's gonna stay. I do think Natasha has a little bit more sparkle, shine, and they have more of the actual multi-chrome aspect without having to purchase more than one. You can use one and get 3 shifts out of it. So just keep that in mind, whether or not you want to play with them and figure it out, or if you want something that's just gonna go on easy and no fuss. Anywho, let me know what you think about the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.